If you're anything like me, you hate being hot or you hate being cold. Me, I'm always hot. I'm always putting out a ton of heat and I just need to stay cool. So today, I partnered with Ranvoo to fix that. Instead of talking a whole bunch about it, let's hop right into the unboxing of the Ranvoo AICE3. Talk a little bit while we do this unboxing here. So this thing is considered the world's first AI-based intelligent wearable air conditioner. First up, we got this. Let's see what's inside of here. Let's check this out. All right, looks like we have some instructions here. Always good to have. Next up, we got a little bit of history and talking. Looks like they started back in 2020. They started out with a basic fan that went around your neck, kind of blew up, down, inwards. Apparently, they've took off. This is the fourth iteration or fourth section of iterations. You got the AICE2 and 3. Next up, you got this nice little carrying bag. Let's open her up. It's got kind of a different feel to it. It's almost like this is almost like a silky, waterproof, leathery type material. Honestly, I have no idea, but it's a nice bag and it's included. Bonus to that. Next up, looks like we just got some shipping materials here. And then we have the unit. Okay, so this we're gonna set off to the side. We also have a stand. Looks like it's kind of just a basic plastic stand. It's got a little bit of cable management here. You pop this back panel off. You can run a cable through to charge it while it's sitting. Good to know. Then inside you have an included USB-A to USB Type-C cable. It looks like this cable is also a C to C cable with a USB Type-A adapter. So they got you covered on both fronts there. No charging brick included. Kind of seems to be a bit of a normal thing these days. People trying to reduce e-waste and stuff like that. I don't have any problem with it. All right, so let's talk about this thing. When I first got this thing, well, let's go back a step. When they first reached out to me talking about a $350 neck air cooler, I thought, well, first off, how is this thing even gonna work? Second, is it really worth the price? After testing it out for about a week now, simple answer, yes. Long answer, it really depends on you, what you want, and what makes you comfortable in life. Me, being comfortable is very important. So I'm willing to spend a couple of extra dollars for a product that works. So next, we'll jump into the actual unit here. This is the white variant. They come in white and black. I'll show you the black one here in just a little bit. You'll notice on the side, you have, this is just a side cover. You got a couple of vents leading around. On the back, you have the power button. You keep going around, you're gonna have the LED touchscreen. This allows you to control a whole bunch of things, which you can also control in the phone app. We'll get to that here in just a bit. On the bottom, you have multiple different vents that air comes out of, and you have your USB Type-C charging port. Flip it on back over. You have a couple other spaces where air also comes out. Now, a big question I had when I first got this is the air itself air conditioned? It is not. It is just fan blown air. The cooling portion comes from these two metal plates. So these metal plates here, I believe these are a version of a Peltier cooler. You can see them here and here. They are white to match the aesthetic. Down here, you have a microphone hole, and this button here is another adjuster button. All right, so these here that look like speakers, they're not speakers, they're fan inlets. There is a speaker, however, it's located in the back here. We'll get to that a bit later. And then the last little gem here, we have this sensor. This sensor right here can measure all sorts of things from heart rate, blood oxygen, motion monitoring. It also controls the function where you can turn the setting on as to whether or not it senses if you're wearing it. So when you take it off, it turns off, stuff like that. Overall though, it is built solid. It has hinges. If you look here in the center, I move them in, they stay. I move them out, they stay. So it fits a pretty broad range of sizes. That is for sure. This here, this is the black variant. Pretty much identical, just in more of a gunmetal gray going on. You still have the same internal plates, same everything else. Just kind of a different color option for you. Regardless of which one you go with, the stand is gonna be the same color. It's really just a plastic stand to help you keep it off the desk, maybe help keep your ports clean. You really don't want stuff getting sucked into those fans. It's probably just a good idea all around. Now, why do you want this? Well, the reason I want it is when I'm working, when I'm out on really hot days flying my drone, I mean, there's just so many different use cases for this. My biggest concern was, well, it's kind of big, it's kind of heavy. Is this gonna be uncomfortable? No, actually, it's not. I even did some running with it. I wouldn't quite recommend that, but it didn't move. So what you do, you just take it like this, open it up a little bit, put it around your neck. Once it's on, you can already feel the plates are cold just because the material they're made out of conducts and gets rid of heat really well. Then you just kind of tighten it up a little bit and you turn it on and off you go. But we'll get to the app here in just a minute. The cool part is when I was outside using this, it was like 85 degrees out the other day. I was doing some drone flying. That's a video coming up. You don't want to miss the drone video. Trust me, that thing's pretty neat. But I was flying around for a while. I just kind of had this thing going and it didn't condensate at all, which impresses me. I mean, if you're into any kind of cooling or computer cooling, you know that when you get down to those low temperatures, or if you have an air conditioner in your car, your truck, house, whatever, it always condensates. So that is pretty neat. Now that we got that going, let's go ahead and get into the app and get it set up. First thing you're gonna wanna do, you're gonna wanna download the app. The app is called Metora. If you look here on the screen share, you're gonna see the emblem. All right, so once we have the app open, you're gonna basically see what it's telling you to do here. It's super simple. Turn the power button on. It's going to do a vibrate to let you know it's on, then the fans will come on. That's kind of its base setting here. So after a couple of seconds, it automatically recognized it. Now it's giving you some instructions here, talking about if you long press the function button, which is this, you can switch between auto, heating, and cooling. Good to know. And then on the screen here on the side, tap the screen. You can slide to go through the different menus. You can do this, so you got your healthy, your workout, your weather, all of your different settings from vibration, energy saving, power adjustments, sound. Then you just swipe through all sorts of different options in here. You swipe down to go back. All of these options are accessible on the phone, and personally I find these a little bit easier to use on the phone, but they're here so you don't have to have your phone with you. So now that we're back in the app, you can see right here on the screen, you have on the far left, you have your temperature control. All the way from 30 Celsius on the cooling mode, all the way down to 16 degrees Celsius. You have your fan control. So if we go to 100, you'll hear the noise. She isn't the quietest thing in the world, so you're not exactly gonna wanna be talking on the phone while the fans are cranked up. All right, so some other functions we have in here. You'll see a small green circle on the far right side. That is your battery indicator, telling you how high your battery is. Down below that, it's gonna show the current temperature of what you have there. Then we have another button that shows the selected device. You can control multiple devices at the same time because your phone does not need to be connected to this for it to work. So then down below, you got your game modes, cooling, AI, heating mode. Heating mode will actually go all the way up to 50 degrees. Now you'll see when I clicked heating mode, the little indicator light here turned red, showing you that it's in heating mode. AI auto intelligent mode is a teal color. And then cooling mode will take it back to a blue. Now, if you go to the left one menu, you have your smart wearables menu. This menu is gonna show you heart rate, exercise, all sorts of different things like a smartwatch would show you with the health features. Super neat, super well designed app. I haven't really had any issues with it just yet. Now that we've gone through all of that, let's talk about what I would call the issues. Overall, fantastic device. Biggest downside for me is this thing does have speakers in it, but it's not something you're going to want to listen to music on. It appears to be a small downward firing speaker that comes out behind you facing down. It's not super loud. The quality, let's just say that isn't the main focus of this product. So overall, it's not a huge deal, but it is there if you need it for phone calls and whatnot. But again, if you're doing a phone call and you have this, it's kind of like walking around with speaker on. Everyone's going to hear you. So overall, it seems to be a great product with great reviews. And honestly, it's getting another great one from me because this thing is awesome. I really went into this being pretty skeptical, but overall this thing is super neat. So I definitely wanted to share it with everybody. Seriously, go check this thing out. I'm gonna have some links down below and you let me know what you think. I mean, realistically, it's $350 normal price. They do occasionally have sales. If I have a discount code, I'll put it up on the screen here and down in the description below. But like if you want to get your car's air conditioning fixed, it can run you well above that price. You want to get your house AC fixed, or shoot, if you're walking through a park, there's not too many options for something to help cool you down. Now overall, this isn't going to work like like an actual air conditioning system, but it really does help a lot more than I thought it would. It's super comfortable to wear. Let's just say I'm gonna be keeping this and I will be using this in the future. So don't be too surprised if you see me wearing it in a future camping video or out filming drone footage. But that's pretty much it for this video. I wanna thank Ranvoo for sending this over to me. I had a lot of fun unboxing it and checking it out, and this thing is super neat. So go show Ranvoo some love. Check out the link below. If you wanna buy one, you won't regret it. That's all I'm gonna say. But if by chance you do and you get it on Amazon, pretty solid return policy, and their support team will take care of you. That's it for this video. Thanks for tuning in to Unbox Analysis, and we will see you on the next one.